Here is what I think you can do, and if you'll do this, we're going to win. And that's been pretty much the way that it's gone throughout my career in coaching.
What does a national championship mean to you? I mean, you'd been there as a player. You had seen it at Ohio State. You'd also been there and lost it at Ohio State. You had this great team in '75 leading into '76. It's got to be so close you can just feel it.
College basketball is one of the great things. Hopefully, and I'm not sure this is the case, but hopefully you're mostly dealing with students or kids who want to graduate. You know, that's what I wanted.
I mean, you think of them first as students more than your players. They're students. Whether it was your mom's influences, your second grade teacher, you thought of yourself, and I'm sure you still do to some degree, as a teacher, right?
Well, let's put it this way. I thought that I had two things that I was responsible for as a coach. Number one, and most important, was that the kids that played would get a degree. The kids that played would have an opportunity to get into the world. And that was, I think, more important than winning games. And that was awfully important. But I thought that my responsibility above all else was to see that in the process of playing, they had an opportunity to play and win games, but also they conducted themselves academically in a way that they'd be able to go out and work.
So in 1976, you have this special season, you have this unbelievable team, you're undefeated, and you end up in the national championship game. You're down by 6 at the half to Michigan. What did you say to that group at halftime?
You don't want to hear what I said.
Oh, yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
My mother would
My
mother would be embarrassed.
So
no.
You lit them up at halftime.
No, I went in, and no, I said, you know, you guys ought to be grateful that we're playing for 40 minutes. And I said, because we've got 20 minutes left to win this game. I said, how many of you think we've played well? You know, just like this, nobody wants to, because they knew we didn't play very well. And Michigan played well in the first half. And I said, if you'll listen, we're going to win this game. And I said, if you don't, we're going to get our ass beat. It's that simple. You've got two choices here. So I remember that I didn't scream and raise hell and chew guys out. Now, I've done that on occasion. I've been that route, probably maybe a few times too often. But I went in and I was explained very quietly what we had to do.